fly tiers, welcome to another episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk. Today we're going to tie a realistic fly. Usually I'm showing you how to tie fast and furious because I've got 5 fly fishermen in the family, not all tie flies. But there are those times where you run into those finicky fish and you've got to match the hatch. So that's what we're going to do on this one. So I'm using some tan V-rib with some light olive thread, and I tie that V-rib right on the side of the hook, and I wrap 3 times behind. The next step is I'm going to get some ostrich herl, and I'm just going to cut 2 strands of this off. Ooh. Like so, and I'm going to tie them all the way back so the overhang is going to be my tail. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another bobbin of thread. This is going to be black, and I'm going to tie this on thread on, go all the way back here, and I'm just going to leave this thread hanging off the back. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap my light olive thread all the way to the front of the hook. So on this particular fly we're using a size 16 Daiichi 1270 curved nymph hook, and what we'll be doing now is we'll be wrapping our V-rib, oops, maybe making this harder than it is. So we've got a nice segmented body, as you can see. And I'm just going to go about to that 3/4 mark of the hook. Then we're going to tie this off. So you can see I've kind of bulked it up right there, which is just fine. Grab our whip finisher. So now what we're going to do is tie this olive thread off. We're done with it. Okay, this is where this fly gets a little bit technical. What we're going to do is we're going to have ostrich herl on each side, and it's going to imitate legs on this nymph. The cool thing about this one is it can either imitate a caddis or a mayfly. You'll see when it gets done, it just looks buggy. That's what's awesome about this fly. So all I'm doing is I'm wrapping this thread, trying to keep it in the same segment as my V-rib. I'll try to adjust this so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. The black thread accentuates, use some big words in fly tying, the ribbing in the V-rib as well. And you can see that we've now got some perfect little fuzzy legs coming out the side of our nymph body. Okay, So now we'll cut off our ostrich herl. And then I like to kind of build this head up a little bit with my black thread. We're using 3/0 monocord, so it's nice and thick and strong. Okay, now what we'll do is we're going to take some pheasant tail, and it's up to you on how technical you want to get, but I typically cut off two strands, and then I wrap in the middle, so I've split strands on one side. We'll get two more strands. We'll wrap these on this side as well. Okay. Did I lose? There's my other strand. Okay, like so. Alright. Then we'll do two more strands on each side. But these front ones we're going to curve out this way. Okay, so you can see we've got legs kind of going all over the place. So then I'll take these thicker pieces, I'll pull them back, I'll try to get some on each side. Make us a nice thick head. And the nice thing about these legs is you can do them with hackle, you can do them with pheasant, you can do them with goose biots. It's totally up to you. So what I do once I've got the legs on is I just kind of spread them out. And I start cutting to where I've got shorter legs up front and thicker on the bottom. And then what I do is I get some tweezers and I just fold these legs over. Kind of crunch them in there. Like so. Then what we do is we take this back little piece with our ostrich. We're just going to cut that off. So it'll still have a nice little split tail. So you can see, I didn't get that one very good. Got some nice little legs. You got the legs coming out the body right there. You can take a lot of time and try to get the front legs exact and pointed at a 45-degree angle, but I haven't found any difference. And so I try to make it a little bit manageable. You can spend all day making those legs perfect, but I just want something that's sticking out and looking buggy. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put some UV glue for our thorax. That's also going to hold our legs in place. Oh, kind of bubbled right there. Build it up just a little bit more. There. And there you have the perfect little nymph. It's got a little split tail, nice segmented body with legs on the back, legs on the front. You can see those little tweezers make those legs just look a little more realistic. And then you top it off with some UV glue that seals it in tight and thick. And there's your bottom shot. But that is one of the most realistic nymph patterns that you can make. I like to use it when mayflies are coming off and caddis, and the fish really key in on these types of nymphs. I think that segmented body's one of the #1 things that fish key in on. So that, my friends, is Aaron's ultimate nymph, and I thank you for watching today, and hope you get out and catch some fish with this guy. Thank you for watching.